Okay, so I'm Christopher Crane, this is Makito, and then Benno, also known as Benjamin, could not make it because he was on routes to another country. So, is this your idea of adventure travel? Or perhaps this?
Yeah.
Or perhaps this?
Definitely.
What if, from your trip, you could send back a picture like this from Mars?
Whoa.
Whoa. And now we're getting serious.
You had
Forget
me-
SpaceX.
You had me at Mars.
Although if we don't so close to Mars, we're worried.
Forget SpaceX. This is
Okay.
space Y.
Your use case is irrelevant. This is not possible. Right?
Introducing STAARS, space travel as a reliable service. We will demo it now. So the thought was obviously predicated upon what we saw earlier this week, SpaceX, announcing that they're going to colonize Mars. And so we thought, if that were in fact the case, could we come up with a platform to enable such a visitation? Okay. So the platform that we came up with, the original vision had 3 or 4 different modules, and they went from everything from screening to enablement, preparing you for your trip, to once you actually get there, being able to communicate back to family members back home, et cetera, et cetera. Obviously, our vision of what was going to be able to happen in the hackathon was a little bit larger than what we were, well, it actually happened. But nonetheless, we did get somewhere. So this is actually deployed. Let's kill photo. Okay, so this is the Mars website. This is essentially where somebody would, or the STAARS website, where somebody would go if they were interested in going on a trip or they were interested in learning more. There's just some, some marketing information here. The utmost in exclusivity. We know you want space travel. You can't have space travel unless you are one of the few. Hold on, let me. Bluemix may have. The future just arrived. Visit Mars, a dazzling once-in-a-lifetime interplanetary odyssey. And anyways, there's another one there. So we start with the actual screening process. If I were to come to the site, the first thing it's showing me that there's a 3-step screening process. We go from health to finances to commitment. And the first one is health. So here it says, oppressive heat, crushing loneliness, physical and mental stability, and deafness is a must. All candidates must meet the minimum mental, physical, and emotional requirements. Enter your pros for assessment. So here is where we would actually enter in some sort of pros for psychological evaluation, right? So it could be anything. I had done a couple of speeches in here. Made a great speech before our team was torn apart. But obviously, this is just text. And then the concept was that this would then do some analysis.
Yeah.
And
our ambition was.
Yeah, the ambition was. And I think it worked off production. We just could not get it to work in production. But essentially, you would put it in here, and you'll notice there's just white space here. It would come back with an analysis saying you either failed miserably, you would never cut it as an astronaut, or thumbs up, you're ready to go to the next stage. So the next stage is finances. So let's see what the finances are. We won't lie. Interplanetary mobility is expensive. Think of a high number. Double it. Now double it again. You're not even close. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. But let's put it in an amount. Let's say last year I made $150,000 and I submitted. Can't you do any better? Well, I just got a raise, so 1.5 million. We got to do better than that. 1.5 billion. I qualify. Phenomenal.
What we did that.
We've now progressed to the next stage in the screening process, which is commitment. Are you an applicant or an applicant? Mars is a big place. To colonize means we must breed like human rabbits. Willingness to procreate and raise Martians is a must. Select all that apply. I am strong like wool. Yes. Will raise my children in the way of Martian. No. I am able to depart. Oh yes, I'm definitely available at that date. Submit. Can I do any better? Okay, I will raise children in the way of the Martian. I qualify. So once I meet, once meeting all the criteria for the screening process, we then go to the next stage, which is readiness. Get ready for blast off. It'll blow your mind. And so we enter into the STAARS readiness console, which is basically your Martian dashboard. So the first thing is what we call the settlement, the child settlement on Mars. The time of the child settlement is 1,301 hours. We have an ongoing running clock here. The countdown to launch. Oh, it's actually working now. It was buggy. So it's counting down by the second, right? So if you really are on your pins and needles, you can sit there. Weather and temperature. So again, part of our grandiose plan, which never actually came to fruition, but you can see I've just thrown some information in here. Dust storm, sunny, tanning weather. Wear your 400 SPF suntan lotion. And then lastly, another dream of ours was being able to send a message to Mars, and we were going to do integration with Slack into the Mars Slack channel. Enjoy your trip, experience of a lifetime. That's it.